have a song called Leavenworth's Worst with you
Yes.
and two other artists. I
Yes.
just wanted to talk about that music video for a little bit, man. So,
Okay.
not just that music video, but you seem very animated. Like, you would expect someone with your type of style to just be like straight up, like very nonchalant, like not doing much. But like, I see you like busting dance moves and like acting and stuff. Like, I thought that was interesting that you did that. I wouldn't never expected that. But another thing I want to talk about with that music video was there's a scene where I don't know if this is real or if it's like fake, but that I'm assuming that dude's a juggalo, the dude that has like the face paint. Um,
Barney.
did he really staple that dollar bill on his forehead?
In the fight, as I pulled this book out my face tonight, I watched blood trickle down with your face in fright. But hey, I'm a clown.
Yes. Yes. Not only that, he does that at my shows live.
So he just staples money to his head.
He stapled money, Rorschach stickers, and that's how like he and I actually became friends. I used to be like a heavy smoker, and then I went into vaping to get off the cigarettes, and then oh man, that was like a whole different type of addiction. So I'm off of this now too, but like I couldn't stop vaping, dude. And so I met Carney at the vape shop. He used to work over there, and he had he got into one of my Bars Behind Bars CDs. I still have physical copies autographed and stuff. Like I have a few left. But like he and I started talking about the music. He was like, dude, I see potential in you, blah, 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 blah. And we just became friends. And then he started going to my shows and running my merch table where I had shirts, CDs, and stuff like that, stickers and all that. And then it went from that to him coming up on stage during certain interludes, where I'm spitting on the mic and stuff like that. And he'll start taking stuff from the audience and just start stapling it to his face.
What's up? You like that? We got a whole lot more coming up. This right here is Carney. He's running my merch table. You got black merch for him? He'll staple shit to himself. Don't forget to visit him in the merch table back there. He's rocking it like me. Every time I make a punchline, the earthquake. You can feel tectonic plates stay 12 miles away. All your idols at the top.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
we first did that. Yeah, so I opened up for Afro Man in Kansas City. I don't remember the month. It might have been a couple years ago. But yeah, he was doing it on there, and we got really good footage of it. So when I say like Rorschach has the best fans, like dude, my fans become my friends, man. I'm very happy with this, But yes, he does staple it to his face. Yes.
That's crazy. That's unheard of almost. But he's a juggalo, is he?
Oh yeah, he loves that stuff.
He loves the juggalo scene. Can you kind of
Absolutely.
like explain people, because a lot of people who are heavily into hip hop, especially today, it's almost like the juggalos are the outcast of hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
the Midwest, you guys have a different view of them. Could you explain to people like the influence that the juggalos have within your guys' communities?
Yeah, so everything, how do I say this? There's always subgenres of any type of music. I had discussed about how like you have like rock, hard rock, heavy metal, and then within heavy metal you have thrash metal, death metal, black metal, you have Viking metal, you have all that stuff, right? Subgenres. And not everybody's gonna be a fan of the other. And the more mainstream stuff, like Megadeth sold like millions of CDs in their career, but it still has like a small fan base compared to like mainstream metal as a whole. Like I don't hear Megadeth being played on the radio really that much. And really it's only from like Symphony of Destruction. Even Metallica, they still play Enter Sandman and all that stuff, but they don't really play some of their new stuff or really much of their old stuff because it's like it's more niche,
A niche,
if
yeah.
that makes sense. So when it comes to the Juggalos, they like started by Insane Clown Posse. They created their own like subgenre of hip hop that was like influenced by horrorcore and other like guys in the Detroit scene, where they created their own culture, man. Their own face paint designs, their own like, basically it's like they have their own what's that called? Like a fantasy uh sphere, you know, where they have the dark carnival, and this means this, and these words mean this, and this group is this, and this group is, they have different names for everything,
So they have
and
like their own
everybody's welcome.
culture. It's like a own
Yeah,
subculture within the culture.
right. They've created that own thing. So you'll have like hip hop, and then you'll have like battle rap over here, and then like some hardcore. Then you got like the Juggalos over here doing their own thing. And sometimes those cultures will overlap. Like we have strange music with Tech Nine. There was a lot of overlap on that. But the Juggalo scene is like your family, man. Like if you're accepted as a Juggalo, like you become family. I can't speak for absolutely everything because I know Method Man didn't have a good experience when he went over to perform at Gathering of the Juggalos. So like even though like I'm cool with them, I gotta prove myself so that they're gonna be cool with me if I get up on stage, you know?
Right. But
Yeah.
from my understanding, it's because when we talk about the East Coast and the West Coast and the South, like the Juggalos don't get mentioned like that. But to
Right.
you guys in the Midwest, it's like you guys see them more often. So it's what I'm really trying to
Yeah.
say is it's almost as if like we neglect them on the East and West Coast, but you guys are
Yeah.
like normal being along with them. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you think about, let's say, Slipknot, Iowa, they're from Iowa, right? And they went on there with the masks and everything, and everyone thought that was kind of crazy, but their music and stuff was so good, it ended up like taking over a little bit. And I don't think, and I know, and remember, they had major labels. ICP was so isolated that they had to start their own label. So for them to like get radio play and stuff like that, I think like I can't really speak too much on it. I'm not like in that whole circle so much. Like I never met Shaggy, I never met Violent J. I did meet DJ Clay and Hex. Um, but yeah, man, I mean it's just kind of like the Midwest is outcast, and so we're gonna be attracted to the outcast music, you know?
Right.
I guess, you know. When you go to, so my wife will tell you this too. People over here don't dress up. When I was in New York, everybody was in fashion for the most part, you know? And so like they're in the they're like in the in. They're the cool kids, you know? Over here we're kind of like middle class like, you know, Midwesterners. I don't know, man.
Right.
I don't really know how to explain it. I'm glad you asked me that question because it gives me something to think about that I haven't really developed a thought pattern or a thought line. So I really got to explore that mentally a little bit more. But I mean, that's the best answer I can give you right now.